right.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
Probably don't want this. Anything that I would like to lock in? Nah, don't care. What's the green thing? Diseases. Maybe I actually want to go here and kill the diseases. I'm gonna get rid of Weak Grip on Life and then send him to the Warrens again to try to get rid of Slow Draw again. Someday I will succeed. Clumsy, I need to get rid of Clumsy. That UI is terrible. I need 30 and 19. $30 and 19. Fuck. Great. Okay. Wait, where's the other person who was on the team? Belmus. He doesn't have any diseases. Lemic. She's doing stuff, he's doing stuff. Oh wait. I guess that's what I decided to use that for this week. Way to go, me. Recruit new heroes. Got a level 2 Antiquarian. Level 1 Grave Robber with some stuff. I don't know. Let's get rid of you.
It is done.
Grab you.
Turn yourself now to the condition of those poor devils who remain.
Whoa, you have level 3 everything too, so I don't have to actually upgrade. This is interesting. What do we do next? Inchoate, inchoate, inch, white, flesh, flesh, tough ring, very rare. Makes people not die. I haven't really found that I need to make people not die. Maybe on a Vestal, but no, not really. Quick draw charm. That seems really good on a Jester. Seems really, really good on Adjuster. This seems really, really, really good on Adjuster. Alright, who do I want to bring to a wield? Ancestral. Oh, maybe I should be doing, like, better things. This, for example, plus 20% damage, minus 3 speed, plus 10 stress. I don't like the minus 3 speed. I do like the plus 20% damage. What sort of team would I bring for a level 3 dungeon right now? This is a sort of dungeon where I need a lot of bleed. Could go Houndmaster. Maybe bring the Prince Humperdinck himself. Works a little bit better with a man-of-arms person thing. This guy doesn't bleed, right? So I have bleed here, some bleed here. Is there anybody who, from position 3, can move back 1? With, like, an action? Can Arbalists do that? Probably not. I'll go something like this. No mark. No ability to upgrade to the last level of this guy. That's expensive. That's expensive. Okay. So I'm missing my grave robber, and I have this guy instead. Wow, you are very slow on the first round, aren't you? I'm not 100% sure that we should have this guy. Natural swing is nice. Other than the first round. I mean, is the first round even that important? You know what I'm saying? I think the first round's pretty important. This guy can be in charge of scouting for me since he's never ever 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 in his life going first. All looks pretty good. There's a warning message, but only if you're going to a level 3 or above dungeon, which is sort of weird. Seems like it would be more useful to people going to level 1 dungeons. Oh, wait.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
So we have to go 100% of room battles. We have to go up here first and come back. I didn't check camping stuff. Probably be fine. What does a tree do? Spend some time learning things about curios some more. The tree... Are we in the Weald? The old tree gives me loot from anti-venom. I should have brought more anti-venom. Cool. There's a trap. There's a mod for that, actually, Paluard. Pretty sure Track2 has made that mod.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
How do I destroy you? Finale isn't actually very good against these guys, because they all have a zillion protection and I just want to dot them. Oh, never mind, it deals fucking 20-some damage on average. Okay, yeah, never mind, that's okay.
A death by inches.
Finale's not quite as good as it is in other places. Can I say that without being laughed at least? This guy is terrible here. I didn't realize that he couldn't hit the back rank from first position. They actually have decent bleed resist as well. Should have just brought the leper. Yeah, the leper would have been fine here. I am bad and should feel bad. I don't have the link for you. Sorry, I don't know where it is. I don't go for such silly mods. But I'm pretty sure it exists.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Yeah, dots matter so much more than this UI seems to think that they do.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I've decided I don't need my biscuits. Battle over here. We might have a battle in here, or we might not. Yeah, it seems like I just throw out the bandages and stuff without using them almost all of the time. Whoa, it's the big friend, the giant. He's got his tree, and he's got his tenacious crone with him. She looks like she's wearing a Halloween costume to look like a witch, and also like she's a man. I'm pretty sure I can see a 5 o'clock shadow. I'm not like... I mean, that's completely fine with me if that's what she wants to do. It's just an observation that I'm making. Or he wants to do. She does have stun resist. Finale was pretty shitty that time. Just saying. This bounty hunter is so bad. Hey, I really liked that music stuff.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Oh, okay. I'll finale you again, I guess. Give me a sec, though.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
We would certainly not want to offend any attack helicopters. If this guy spun around really quickly, he could definitely approximate an attack helicopter. That looked sort of painful. Okay, no more of this getting killed bullshit, please, Jester. You're going to poison me? Okay. That seemed like a considerably less intimidating use of his turn.
A devastating blow. A singular strike.
Oh, I was meant to heal the Jester. My bad.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Search for Track 2 on the Steam Workshop. XCOM to Track 2 mods. Evac all loadout manager. By Track 2 isn't clickable. XCOM to Overwatch preview mod. Overwatch Tracer Squadmate. Line of sight preview ability. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I might be wrong. Maybe it doesn't exist at all. Oh wait, I don't have to go this way anymore. Shall we continue? There's an obstacle. I keep bringing shovels and then not getting to use them. Sure, let's go fight the battle. I might die of hunger. I'm concerned that I'm going to die of hunger. I thought there was a mod which let you see, like, gave you a warning if you were going to run Overwatch when you moved, but I have had half a beer at this point, so perhaps I'm just wrong. Wow, there are a lot of obstacles.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Never mind. We are not going to starve to death.
Paid for in blood.
Paid for in blood. Blood. Sweet blood. This guy is slowly making me go insane. It's like a sleeper Bradford. What does this guy do? Mummified remains. Requires a bandage. My bandage is gone, unfortunately.
Decimated.
Damage per round for 5 rounds. That'll show her 5 rounds from now.
A powerful blow.
Okay.
Continue
Good
the
first turn.
onslaught. Destroy them all.
Does this guy have other abilities? Whoa, can I change these? Cannot change them mid-combat. That would probably be a little bit too strong. After 100% all the room battles, Aras, but I scouted and saw that there were no room battles anywhere further that way, so I don't have to keep going that way. I think I can actually maybe finale again in this fight. Orcs and Blood Bowl? Is that what you just said? Do orcs have trees and Blood Bowl? EB. I was thinking about playing Blood Bowl today. I think Blood Bowl is a really cool squad tactics game with a lot of similarities to XCOM on the tactical sort of level. Actually, on the strategic level as well, there's a lot of team building and stuff. I don't have to finale, so I'm not going to. Son of a bitch. I should have moved. He was gonna burn to death. Bleed to death. Camp here. I just ate a bunch of food. Let's do 2 more battles and then camp. Way to go, lady.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
There's no other game in existence more luck-based than Blood Bowl. There's some die rolling in Blood Bowl. There's also a whole lot of skill involved in mitigating bad luck. Like a huge, huge amount of skill. This guy's still... No, I don't understand why he keeps moving last. Crit for 56. Ah ha 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 ha. I agree. Let's stun him. Can I kill him? Maybe with Bounty Hunter we can get the kill. That will actually bleed him out. Nice. Good night, Doge.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Alright, they attack somebody else. I'm pretty sure it's just random who they choose to attack. He is at death's door. Whoa, you can use these to... Whoa, so I can just like finale over and over and over again. I wish there was like a hide button. Can I hide? He might actually die here, like... What the fuck? Okay, he didn't get attacked. Um, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about the life expectancy of my jesters.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Press this advantage.
I'm gonna go camp.
Give them no quarter.
Bleed Amulet seems pretty good, especially given what I'm doing right now. Let's drop... Not a shovel. Drop those guys.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Oh, fuck. Wait, he's just like worse than the Houndmaster. In every way. Forever. That's unfortunate for him.
The light, the promise of safety.
Why are you still bleeding? Maybe like... Maybe stop bleeding before you go to sleep? I don't know. I try to make sure they're not bleeding before I hit the hay every night.
Impressive.
Curse of Vulnerability. Okay. There's tons of skill you can use to mitigate the variance in Blood Bowl. Make it so that it's better for you than it would be otherwise when something that's luck-based fails, and make it so it's better than it would be otherwise when you do get lucky. And that's the skill that lets you beat people more often than people might expect you to be able to. This guy is not quite bleeding to death, so... Oh! You do something. Nice. I didn't know. Let's stun you? Let's not stun you. It was a joke. A funny joke.
The ground quakes.
Have 28 hit points. Why have you played 1,000 games of Blood Bowl if you hate it so much? I don't understand. Please delete this. Aww, they get all cuddly and stuff. That's really cute. Sounds like an abusive relationship.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
What does this guy do? You're talking to a professional poker player, Dragon Lord. I spent multiple years of my life making a living being extremely, extremely good at a game that I lost 49% of the time playing, pretty much. This is a regular curio. It's not specific to this dungeon. It is the Eldritch Altar, which accepts holy water. Or... oh, shit. Needed holy water. Maybe I should get rid of Humperdinck. He's not really blowing me away here. If I don't have holy water, it might give a positive quirk, but is more likely to give either stress or a negative quirk. Does anybody have room for a positive quirk? Okay.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
But if terrible players can win, only the terrible players will play. I read that on Facebook once. These pods are... I don't know. I've fought against this particular pod multiple times, and I feel like it's a little bit intimidating for my team. That was a really nice crit. Confusion. Oh, we're over here now. Intriguing. Come over here. Or bleed, rather. It's really confusing that he, like, uses his whip thing, and sometimes he bleeds them, and sometimes he pulls them. You'd think that, like, since I was the person telling him to do it, I would understand which one was happening. But I don't. Why? 29 dodge? Okay. Wait, my Vestal's in the front rank again. Oh no! Oh. Ah, she's milking that dodge. Is there a way for me to move forward? Like that, I guess. I know that the pull and bleed are two different skills, Death of Angels. I just am very bad at recognizing which one is which. Dragon Lord, you're talking to somebody who made hundreds of thousands of dollars playing poker. You're probably not going to be able to convince me that something I think about poker is wrong. Gotta pick your battles, dude. I certainly didn't say that Joe Kata was a good poker player, nor do I particularly care about Joe Kata or the outcome of like one poker tournament which is marketed by ESPN. All right. The fact that somebody who isn't particularly good at poker is why it was like a hugely important game in the US for like 12 years until legislators randomly decided that they would shut down all of the sites. Not exactly randomly, but like Chris Moneymaker being able to win the World Series of Poker main event against people who on average are going to absolutely obliterate him and take all of his money, but on that day got outdrawn, was like why poker became a huge thing in the US. And as somebody who plays poker professionally, I was really glad that it happened. And when people who were worse than me beat me sometimes, I was generally pretty happy about it because they have to win sometimes to enjoy playing the game. You don't have a game if like only the best player in the world can ever win and nobody else is allowed to enjoy themselves. Maybe I shouldn't balance Legend, Iron Man, XCOM 2 as hard then. King of Modesty strikes again. I guess we're finishing off all these curios. And this fight. More about my previous poker life. It's a lot of fun. I started playing poker because a TA of mine in college had played poker to get her through undergrad, and she thought that I'd be really good at it, so she suggested that I picked it up. And then I had another friend who played poker like semi-professionally. So he got me set up online and showed me what I was doing generally. And I never actually deposited anything. I just started playing free rolls and eventually final tabled a fairly large, like many thousand player free roll tournament. And built my bankroll up from like $2 buy-in tables until I was winning and losing $5,000 pots. But yeah, then legislators decided I wasn't allowed to play poker in the US anymore. And traveling outside of the country was really difficult for me because my ex at the time was trying to support her mother who was battling cancer. So I like basically gave up on it and don't have much interest in getting back into the game again. There's a lot less room to I don't know. I could still make money at it if I worked at it, I'm sure, but there's a lot less room to really develop the game. It's sort of a little bit tapped out. I don't know. I could play PLO maybe, but I never liked PLO quite as much.
Monster's size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered.
What was the most favorite thing I brought for myself with my poker money? My like desk setup and everything is from poker. I've got the desk which goes up and down. And I have an Aeron chair, which is a really, really nice chair. I've got some like a very, very nice monitor setup. I don't know if my camera will reach far enough to show you guys. But I have a side monitor plus two 30-inch monitors. Really, really nice desk. Honestly, I didn't play poker so that I could spend money on things. I'm not a super materialistic guy, and the reason that I invested in this stuff is that I wanted to be better at poker, and it helps me be better at poker. It was more about challenging myself to be really, really good at a very challenging game. And I never cared that much about making the most money possible. It was just about enjoying myself and challenging myself.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
It was something that I really enjoyed doing because I was able to do it wherever I wanted. So it let me like move to LA and be with my ex when she was going through college in LA, and it let me move to New Zealand for a while to hang out with my relatives there when it was sort of a good time to be hanging out with them. I have all of my grandparents live or lived in New Zealand, and I'm like very close, or was very close with my grandparents, depending on if they're still alive or not. And I was able to go back to New Zealand and spend, 3 months, 6 months hanging out with my grandparents and just spend time with them. No pressures at all or anything like that. Just day in and day out, hang out, watch TV shows. I could be in charge of dinner and we could chat about whatever, and then I'd like play poker 4 hours a day to make enough money to support myself, and that was some of the best times of my life. Growing up, I was super close to my grandparents, but I moved away from them when I was 12. And getting to spend like basically an extra year in 3 different segments, just spending time with them, getting to know them better, and learning a lot about life from them is something that I really, really, really value having gotten to do. And then I was able to I lived in France for 3 months, and I went to Italy for a few months, and just stuff like that, just personal travel and exploring the world a little bit.